But, man, wasn't nobody worried about you. Niggas wasn't worried about you. If you was like that, niggas be sending double teams at you and everything, bro. Wasn't nobody trying to double team you, bro. Man, let the little nigga breathe, man. Let him have it, bro. If he get hot, maybe worry about him. But that's it. That's it, man. That's all I can remember. I ain't lying. And when you did play for Milwaukee, y'all was ass. Y'all was ass. I ain't lying, y'all was ass. We played Milwaukee, I promise. I was trying shit against y'all. Now I'm shooting one leg and fallaways, going to the opposite side. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit against y'all. Y'all was ass, bro. Like, be for real, man. Be for real. And speak facts, too. You know what I'm saying? Well, I know it's trolling and, you know, you got to get your little clicks and likes and views off. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But in a sense, you're supposed to feel like that, though. You're supposed to feel like that. You know what I'm saying? But better than everybody. When you get from behind the mics and, you know, streams and all that, bro, you got to go look yourself in the mirror, dog. And, man, when you look yourself in the mirror, you got, man, I was tripping, man. Like, Gil, why you ain't stop me, man? I was tripping. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. So I think your best year was probably your rookie year. That was it. You say you averaged 15. Man, I did that with that ball on the side of me. That's a whole nother story. We'll get into that a little later. You know, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, I did that the same thing, dog. And you had the ball by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Man, yep. Niggas get on that podcast and just get to talking, bro. Like we really don't know you or something, bro. Like, niggas know you, man. You wasn't like that. You know, you was a solid player at this. You know, and that's cool, bro. That's cool. You was solid. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't get on and be talking like you was a 40-point per game scorer, multiple time All-Star. That just wasn't you. That wasn't you. You had one good game that everybody could remember. You had 55. That was it. Against a young Steph. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gonna hang your hat on. In high school, I ain't even heard of it, so I don't even talk about that. I don't know, you know, what you did in high school. I really don't give a damn. But at the same time, none of that matter. But what you did in the league, bro, that got you on these podcasts and stuff trolling like you do. You know what I'm saying? That ain't it. That ain't it. And like I said, I wasn't gonna even say nothing. Y'all know I just be chilling, laid back. The nigga mentioned my name. Nah, nobody. Hey, what? You gotta be tripping. You gotta be lost your mind. For real.
Since then, Cena has had epic clashes with the likes of The Rock, The Undertaker, and Bray Wyatt. Now, he's already cemented himself.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what's wrong with him, bro. They get behind these mics, bro, and this, you know, the podcast and really forget who they is. For real.
And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds.
Yeah, like I said, we can line it up now. I know niggas gonna be like, man, we old and this, that, the other, this, that, the other. Now I'm still active. I don't know about y'all. I'm still active, me. Like, let's do it. Everybody meet up. Everybody meet up. You know, whatever. Gucci site, whatever. Now let's get it up. Simple. It ain't gonna be the same, though. I promise you. It ain't gonna be the same. Then niggas gonna have excuses. So I promise you I don't want that. I promise you. I'm still high. You didn't tell me that went like that.
Working hard to
Come on, man.
in time.
I ain't know what that was about. I had to go see myself. Man, yeah, bro.
Resiliency too.
Man, bro, he was okay, man. He was okay, but for you to call out the whole 09 draft class, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I ain't like that shit.
Come on, dog. And I get it, bro. As a player and a competitor, you're supposed to feel like that about yourself, right? But you gotta know when to hit the brakes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when to pump the brakes. You know.
So Brandon Jennings, man, he's been called out for a second matchup in one day. Lou Will and Marcus Thornton. These are two guys who are formidable opponents. You know, Marcus Thornton, I think he still gets it in. I think he may even train. I'm not sure if he's playing overseas right now, but he's still very active in the game every day, you know, putting on. So, you know, he'll be ready to play the ones with anybody. You know, he'll be ready to play the ones with anybody. You got to answer Lou Will, you know, who accepted your challenge. And Brandon Jennings said he's been into this stuff before. But if there was any indication on that stream we saw when you was playing with mechanics and them, boy, you need to stay away from any type of smoke and to let yourself be remembered for how you played when you were playing. Now, Jeff T didn't seem interested. He said, you know, you still like he's being funny. And, you know, I don't think Jeff T is even looking to even do that type of thing. But if Jeff T even want to rev it up, you know, you have to watch that too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, these guys, you know, they responded to Brandon Jennings, and I'm glad, you know, a conversation has been started because at the heat of it, it's competition and it's leading to people wanting to go out there and prove it. These guys are still young enough to go out there and prove it. They're not saying it in their 60s and their 70s. They're on podcasts now saying it. And, you know, a lot of these guys in their mid, late 30s, you know, so, hey, you can lace it up and get it done. Like I said, the big three, NBA, all these platforms should be looking to try to implement this. I said the NBA should implement this on Friday night when the Rising Stars is playing. Get players that still young enough, maybe retired from the NBA or not currently playing in the NBA, but NBA alums that want to play the ones, why not? Why not put it on Friday night? I think the All-Star Weekend has become corny, but there's other competitions like this. The people talking like this on their podcast, they looking for a platform. Open up your platform for them to do this. I know Ice Cube would be open to doing it. So it don't matter what platform we have to watch it on, just get it on one of these platforms. But I want to see these guys get at it. Marcus Thornton, man, I just remember how he used to get here. And in a one-on-one situation, even a little more so than Lou Will. Like, Lou Will's a beast, too. And Lou Will's career, you know, in the NBA, he was able to take advantage of the opportunities he was given and have a better career. But the way I remember Marcus Thornton game, just his strength against Brandon Jennings in a one-on-one did not work in Brandon Jennings' favor at all. And his jump shot was automatic. And I can't imagine, you know, one-on-one, he's standing about 6'4", having the strength and being quick, getting to his spot. I can't imagine. Put it like this, I imagine he'd be able to defend Brandon Jennings before Jennings would even have the opportunity to be able to defend him, especially at this stage. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time.
Don't mix salt with these 3 ingredients if you don't want the Manjaro effect on your body and your pants loose in a week.
Drew Holiday was already an all-star while you were still in Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Third year, he made it over me because he had Doug Collins as a coach. And Doug Collins was Nick Wright.
Wait, what? What are you saying?
Doug Collins was over here sending everybody fruit baskets, vote for Drew Holiday. That's going to smart coach. That sounds like a dick writer.
So he didn't make it off the merit that he led that team in points, assists, easily the best defender on the team. Like, he didn't make it off that merit. He made it because his coach was sending fruit baskets.
Was he the one? Yeah. Hey, Lo, man. What you coming over here for, man?
Why am I in this shit again with this nigga Brandon Jennings?
You done started, Lo.
Lord did not start.
I got everybody in America trying to get the address to play this motherfucker one-on-one.
Bro.
Y'all want to do a redraft, and here go the shit. Here we go.
But why you doubling down on it, man? I heard people hitting me up saying that you tripled down on it today.
I mean, they keep going at me talking about I wasn't this and that, and I have to remind people that I don't care about the 55-point game of high school. Let's talk about when I got to the league and what I did when I first got in. Where was everybody at, bro? They talking about right now. They done with what we used to be. They done what we used to be. Them boys trying to pull up right now. They say they gonna take you and them Under Armours to whoop.
Now you see. Oh my God. Gil is gassing it right now.
They gonna beat the dog off this motherfucker.
Nigga talking about 55 and what the speed limit is and all that, like all that shit, like God damn.
No, you because you trying to set me up, Lo.
I ain't trying to set nobody else.
Oh, no, you like for Gil and Jeff T. Well, I know how to dog shit. I've been here listening. I see what you trying to do, Lo. I dodge that, but like I'm looking over here like this.
But what if I actually believe that Jeff T is better than him though?
Hey, Lo, that's fine. Hey, Lo, listen, and this is what I'm gonna tell you, like I told everybody else, from here on out, and they can put all this shit they want. I'm not arguing with no guards that wasn't a franchise guy when they walked into the league. So if you went there, that team that walked into the league, wait. We said we what say about because you wasn't the franchise when you walked into the league, bro. What Michael was the franchise player. Listen, I hear what you're saying. But listen, like I was saying, I walked into the league, Under Armour deal. They asked me like hey, just like the Wizards asked you, Gil. They was like, hey, can you just do something? That was my third year, so you feel me? I had to become the franchise. Okay, so that wasn't okay, so you was late too. Anyway, I walked into the league, and they handed me the ball and they said, do something. Okay, bet. I'm going to get us to the playoffs. Everybody else that's talking now, I don't give a damn about that shit. Let's talk about when you first got in there, y'all was on the bench, and I was asking y'all, when the hell y'all going to get in the game? Hey, man, Jeff T said, I'm not talking to a motherfucker who never made the All-Star game. I mean, if I don't get hurt, I'll make the All-Star game. I'm not talking to nobody who never had. Oh, everybody came to see me play Milwaukee. Okay, I lied. He didn't say that. I just looked to see him in the All-Star.
You see that he's doing that.
I'm not just didn't say that. I mean, he's right. I mean,
but he did. To be fair though, T got to the All-Star game before you got hurt though. So it was like even when both of y'all were playing, you know what I'm saying? Like he got to the All-Star.
2014-15. Right, so that's the year I got hurt. Yeah, 2004.
But were you going to make you weren't going to make the All-Star game that year?
What year was this, Brandon? No. When I tore my Achilles, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I was gonna make the All-Star game.
Yeah, I know. Look at you.
No, Detroit.
Ducking and dodging, hiding and Florida, nigga.
14-15.
I see you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, what you looking at stats?
I see you, nigga.
But you got hurt in January, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is in 2014-15, he was an All-Star. He was an All-Star over you in 2014.
What happened to the first 3 years? Where were they at then? You talking about after I got traded? Okay, yes. Now you developed to become a great player for the team. I'm a franchise guy. People in Milwaukee came to watch me play. They have my jerseys, bobbleheads. They have none of that shit, but none of y'all that's talking they was better than me. All this high school state 55 shit, all that. Bro, I had a signature suit. I had a signature suit, dog. All-star player I wasn't an all-star player, but I had a signature suit. Let's stop this shit. No. Brandon, no. Right now, brother. Because you played T before you got hurt.
What was the stats? That's what I'm saying. The year you got hurt, Jeff Teague also made the All-Star game that year.
That team won like 20 in a row. They had a great team. It was about 10 of them niggas that won. Every nigga on the team made the goddamn All-Star game that year. Niggas made the goddamn it was one nigga this night. I'm just saying it was. I mean, that's fine. I mean, all I know is that I saw him in the playoffs my rookie year, and he came out there 35. 35. Yeah. He seen you this game too. What day? Okay, tell me. Yeah. He had 28 and 6. Okay, right. Right, so he had to develop to become this.
2006.
Okay, yeah, he had to develop to become this. Right here.
I thought it was worse, though. I thought it was worse. I'll be honest. I thought it was
Yeah,
worse.
go look at that 35 rookie year, though.
And then he played you again, 14 and 11. Let me see what you did. Because I don't want to read your stats from the other one.
I mean, listen, just go look at the stats when we played against. I think
We do got to He was the only nigga with bobbleheads in the franchise when he said that.
He had 14 and 8.
They didn't have that. They didn't.
Bro, listen, I had bobbleheads. I had a signature shoe. I'm not worried about
I know. You did have that. You did have
Like,
that.
come on, stop playing with me, Lo.
Man, I'm with my nigga BJ, man.
I'm not even talking high school. I hate that talk. I don't care about high school. Let's talk about movies in the league.
Okay, but no,
this is in the league, Brandon.
That's what I'm saying.
You went 1 for 10. You was 1 for 10. Like, it looked like you was getting your head bobbled a little bit.
Like Drew,
a little bit.
Pause.
Huh? You said what?
Oh, pause. What's up?
Like they said, that bobblehead.
All I'm saying is, but they both made all-stars before you.
Congratulations. I would have been an all-star my second if I don't break my foot. Are you not hearing me, Lo? I was in the dunk contest. I was leading my team in points.
You was in dunk contest?
My second year. What?
You was in dunk contest?
My second year. If I didn't break my foot, I'm in the dunk contest.
Oh, but you said you was in the dunk contest.
Yes. What? I ain't gonna lie. You did it.
Man, nigga, you say, if I had ups, nigga, I would have been in the dunk contest.
Bro, you had me in the dunk contest. I was going to compete. I broke my foot. I keep telling y'all. Y'all keep acting like I'm not.
They told you to have girl feet, love. Drink your mother's fucking milk. Out here running with fragile feet.
Like, he being nasty. He being wet to be.
At regular intervals, a new superstar enters the match. Eliminations can occur by...
To be fair, DeMar was the franchise. Wasn't DeMar the franchise beginning?
DeMar who? How he get in there?
So why are we talking about DeMar?
One of the guards that we talking about.
No, nobody said him.
Brandon Jennings? Were you better than, because he said he was DeMar DeRozan. That's what he said.
Hold on, why we wait, wait, hold on. You kind of
made a Rick movie on.
No, stop. He said Dame, DeMar, No, don't be quiet now.
You talking about in the Philippines?
Yes.
Of course, I busted Dame, DeMar DeRozan. All team 1-on-1 during the lockout in the Philippines.
Oh, it was the lockout. Okay.
Yeah, we played 3 spots and I bust all they had. Yeah, that's a fact.
Okay, let me just be clear.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But listen, I'm not arguing with nobody that didn't come into the league like me. I don't care about. See, y'all had to wait y'all turn. I don't give a. I had a signature shoe, and I got my team to the playoffs. I don't know where everybody else is at. So y'all go ahead. I don't care about what you did 5-7 years after that shit. By that time,
it wasn't 5 though. It was like 3.
It was, but I mean, once I got 3.
They waited until.
No. Drew Holiday was already an all-star while you were still in your.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Third year he made it over me because he had Doug Collins as his coach, and Doug Collins was right.
Wait, what? Wait, what are you saying?
What are you saying?
Doug Collins,
Made it because that was his coach.
Doug Collins was over here sending everybody fruit baskets, vote for Drew Holiday. Oh,
That's going smart coach.
no, that sounds like a big writer.
So he didn't make it off the merit that he led that team in points, assists, easily the best defender on the team. Like, he didn't make it off that merit. He made it because his coach was sending fruit baskets.
Was it a was yeah?
Weighing in at 252 pounds.
See, that's nasty. Why are you doing that? That's nasty.
Hey, look, can we save this? We need for the.
I want to see we gonna jump on the live when it's the Lakers and Bucks Thursday, I think.
Yeah, Thursday.
Oh no, I'll be at the game.
Oh, you'll be at the game.
Of course, yeah.
Things were spoiled so much for the Dubs then that Steph Curry came down hard on his back late in the third of yesterday's win over the Raptors. He stayed on the corner paint after colliding with 2 players in the paint. He eventually left under his own power to the locker room where he was ruled out with a pelvic contusion. Steve Kerr gave us an update on Steph's condition post-game.
Getting an MRI right now. I just kind of fell pelvic, tailbone area. So he was trying to come back. He thought he might be able to come back, and he just decided not to risk anything. And so hopefully it's not bad, but he's getting imaging right now.
He's back around, huh? You can hear it. It's crazy.
Obviously, they're still a moment for us.
Yeah. Hopefully he's good.
Scary for sure. Monica, 2 days in a row. Who's better than me? How are you feeling, girl?
I'm good. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. All right, what would happen if the Warriors needed to rest Steph Curry?
Actually, their schedule, Molly, is a little bit favorable, SA.
Yeah, nigga, they be all right.
I don't think it's the end of the world.
They be all right.
We have not really
Fuck
discussed
down.
about the Warriors' ascent. Is how good they've been on defense with the addition of Jimmy Butler. And perhaps it has been discussed by some. But as we look ahead at their schedule, the next, what is that, four games on the road, I think they should be all right. The Heat obviously have been in the depths of despair since Jimmy left. That's always going to be emotional. Pelicans, Spurs, all teams that are looking ahead to next season. Hawks could be a little interesting, but I'm not too concerned about that. And so if we needed to rest, I'm okay. This is a team that in the last 15 games, they have the best defensive rating in the league. They're averaging like 10 steals a game. And Jimmy Butler, as we know, is someone who is accustomed to putting a team on his shoulders should he need to. I don't think that they can withstand too many more injuries, so knock on wood and hope everybody stays well. But I'm not too concerned about this. The tricky thing is looking at those standings and trying to hold their position. But I think they should be okay for the next four.
They should be okay. They should win at least 3 of them. But the flip side to that, Eminem, is that they have to be concerned because they're 2 games behind the Grizzlies, but they're 1.5 games ahead of the Clippers. Now, why does that matter? If you look at the Golden State Warriors record this season, they're 0-3 against the Clippers. They're 0-3.
Here's a great way to level up your investment game. Robinhood Gold is offering a 3% match on eligible contributions into your IRA.
Put against the Lakers. They're 0-2 against the Rockets. And so when you think about seedings, it matters because those are teams they haven't necessarily had success against. They've got winning records against, ironically, against the Thunder and the Rockets, the top 2 seeds in the conference. But they've struggled against the others. So you have to take that into consideration because the likelihood is that you're going to face one of the others before you face one of their 2 seeds. And that's what I'm looking at right now in terms of their positioning. Steph Curry being out, Jimmy Butler said it best, you're not going to be able to turn the ball over. You can't commit a bunch of fouls because the guy that can erase all of our problems would be out. So it definitely puts an inordinate amount of pressure on them. He can handle it. Draymond can handle it. Can Kuminga handle it? Can Baczynski handle it? Can Moody handle it? Etc. That's going to be the question mark. It can be very, very interesting to say the least, no doubt. We'll see what happens.
This was the Knicks' 3rd loss in 4 games and 6 in the last 9. Stephen A., I need to see your face for this, please.
I'm not happy.
Well, yeah, I need to ask the question. I want to know, what's your panic level?
It's no panic level because I resign myself to the fact that I don't expect much from the Knicks this year. To see Cleveland and Boston looking the way that they've been looking, to see the Knicks look as porous defensively as they have looked, to know now that Jalen Brunson is injured and out for a couple of weeks, to see Mikal Bridges getting into it with Tom Thibodeau about minutes, to see Josh Hart getting into it with Tom Thibodeau during a timeout of the game. This is not the same team. Recall Anthony Towns, they are incredibly talented. But the grit and the toughness that they had from a year ago in the postseason when they resembled cardiac kids, that's not there. So right now, I'm just hoping that the New York Knicks will get out of the first round because I got news for you. The Detroit Pistons are good enough to beat the Knicks. If they face the Knicks, they could beat them. I'm not saying I'll pick them, but they could beat the Knicks, even with the healthy Jalen Brunson. So I'm just not happy about it right now, but I understand it's a different kind of year, and that just goes with it. At least they're not awful.
Yep. That was really depressing. At least they're not awful. Okay, let's carry on. The Lakers took a 118-89 loss to the Bucks last night, but it didn't come without some wins. Bronny James, a career-high 17 points, shooting 7 for 10 with 5 assists and 3 rebounds in 30 minutes of play. James Jr. even had a highlight moment, crossing up former MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's head coach J.J. Redick post-game.
I'm not surprised by the night. think is stop. Let's go. The next step is just becoming like an elite conditioned athlete. He does that with his physical tools and
I think he's ready to blow the roof off this place. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball. Strong form. And so much has already been endured in this match. What a display of guts. And there's the cover. Quick count after one. No time to waste being shocked. You've got to maintain pressure. Jawbreaker. Hold it down. Elbows took the opening to kick them right in the face. What a display of strength here. This is a situation you want to avoid. Backs out of trouble with a barrage of strikes. Lands face first. And an impactful display of offense we just witnessed there. One-handed. Good Lord, what a shot. Someone's got to get it. Jaded. No way Sam will recover from that.
you think he's going to be above average to really good NBA shooter. It's another chance to really make an impact.
All right, we knew JJ was a shooter himself, and he said above average to really good shooter is his potential. Steve Nate, what did you think of Bronny's performance last night?
I was very impressed. I was very impressed because I saw an elevation in his level of confidence and poise. It was like it didn't really faze him. He didn't look as nervous as he had looked in previous appearances on the basketball court. He looked like somebody that belonged. Now, obviously, Milwaukee gave it to them last night, but just looking at the Lakers without LeBron, without Luka, without Rui Hachimura, without Austin Reeves, of course, that put Bronny James in a position where he could get his 30 minutes, but give credit where credit is due. There were some moves that he put out on court, ball handling skills, getting to the basket, finishing at the basket, pulling up the jumpers, hitting a three, 17.7 to 10 shooting from the field. I was impressed, okay? This is the big picture here that I want to bring up. I might have been wrong. Are you listening, LeBron James? Are you listening, James family? Are you listening, Rich Paul? Are you listening, all of you people? Because here's my position. My position was all along, Bronny James needed to be in the G League. Put him in the G League, let him be in the G League his first year. And then after that, let him come on, because I've always believed that this kid has the potential, once I watched him, to be in the NBA. But what I saw last night made me say to myself, wait a minute. He keeps showing up and playing like that. J.J. Redick and his staff obviously doing an exceptional job coaching him. The G Leaguers obviously doing a good job of preparing him. Him sitting on the bench, learning, watching the Lakers players, being in practice with them sometimes. Evidently, that seems to be working for him. And if that kind of stuff continues, then indeed he'll be in the league as a bona fide player sooner than later. One game does that make that determination. You need to do more than that. But I wanted to make sure I emphasize that point. And the reason why I wanted to make sure I emphasize that point, Molly, is because when I was approached by Pops, okay, at courtside and all of this other stuff, I will contend until the cows come home. Yeah, tell me that. I will contend until the cows come home. I was never disrespecting Bronny James. I was the one that didn't watch him in high school because I didn't want to judge him like I would have had to had I gone to his game. I didn't go to his college games at USC because he had the heart condition. I waited and waited and waited until he got to the pro level because I wanted to give the kid a chance, because obviously being LeBron James' son puts him in a very precarious position. So this notion that I was disrespecting his son, it's a lie. It is false. We have numerous tapes that show I did not do that. But I did believe that he belonged in the G League to get himself home to the NBA level. What may have been wrong about that is that evidently being around J.J. Redick and that staff and being around Pops and the rest of the Los Angeles Lakers, combined with the G League going back and forth, may be doing wonders for him sooner than we anticipated. Because I like what I saw last night. And I'm going to keep the same energy. When he plays well, we're going to give him props. When he doesn't play well, we're going to say so. That's what happens with covering the league. Maybe his Pops didn't tell him that, but I'm going to tell him that. Congrats on a good performance last night. I hope it continues. I believe it will. And I believe he's going to be an NBA player, a bona fide NBA player, a lot sooner than people think based on the progress we're seeing him make. Okay, what up?
I'm going to give you this designer bag if you can prove to me that you know your finances.
Let's do it.
How many subscriptions do you have?
Probably just Netflix and Spotify.
All right, it's saying you have 13 subscriptions, which is costing you around $270 a month.
What? The app's telling you all of it?
It shows you all your expenses in one place, and it can even help you create a budget, which I think you need.
Coming from you, but okay.
Don't worry about those 13 subscriptions.
So the Nuggets struggled to beat that depleted Lakers team, and then they went on to lose to the Lakers.
Hoop fans, the most exciting month in college basketball is here, with underdogs ready to fight their way to the top and established teams defending their titles. It's time to lock in your picks with my partners at DraftKings, all right? Now, right now, they're offering all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly. I can bet just $5, so all you gotta do is this. Download the DraftKings app right now, sign up using code TBC, and bet the unexpected. The crown is yours. Now, live the thrill of live betting. DraftKings has you covered. Bet on live games right as they happen, making the game that much more exciting. All right, now, if sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry about it. You can still join in with DraftKings Pick 6 and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. And new customers, use my promo code TBC and bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code TBC. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Yep, it's North Davis Morning Show Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, Martin LaRosa is filling in for DJ Envy. And we got a very special guest in the building, man. One of the most gifted actors of our generation, probably the most gifted. Mr. Jonathan Majors is here. How are you, brother?
Morning.
Family, I'm doing good.
Yes.
I'm doing a lot better now. Okay, yes, good to see you.
Yes. And you just officially tied the knot. Yeah, how does it feel that you finally locked down your career?
It's beautiful. Yeah, you know, it's the ending of a chapter and the beginning of a chapter. And I'm at a place where we got married on the 18th. That was a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago, and it happened just the only time this year, but I felt really beautiful.
Hold on, like, man, yeah, all right. Okay, hold it. I felt worthy of her. Expound on that.
Yeah. She is an incredible woman, and I had to get to that level, spiritually, socially, emotionally. I had to mature a lot, and she caught me at a time when I was in a bad way, and I was very upfront about that, and he said, all right, John playing came to New York City and sat with me on the couch and held me and I was all laying down at the heaviest place, and the more I got to look at her, I was like, and then when marriage became a thing, and it was like, I'm gonna marry her, so wait, the marriage is, that is what, you know what I mean? And I had to really evaluate myself even deeper, if I was to wed this particular girl. And she just helped me grow so much, and I needed to be worthy of her, and be worthy of her patience and her time, and that she wasn't wasting her time on me. So I couldn't waste my time on me. And so I had to get myself right. And we did it. And the journey continues, like the marriage is everything like that.
Yeah, he is like smiling like that.
I see the glow. What type of work did you put in? To be the man that you know she was her.
Behind her, I had a lot of there was a lot of shit that was just piled up that I I never really dealt with, you know, and those things hindered me socially, emotionally, spiritually, even the relationship with my God, you know, was just not where it needed to be, you know, and she being such a strong woman of God.
They have an experience before they realize I should have checked in. You know what I mean? Or I should have called, or I should have been moving a certain way. And so they get out, and they might be under your banner, but then they're not respecting the banner. They ain't calling you. They got your number, they know who you is, but they feel like they're bigger than the program. You know, you got a lot of dudes, like when I was here last time, they claim my neighborhood is seen as music, but they don't really fuck with us until it's a problem. Then they call it. Like Quando Wanda, I just showed you. You can't call me that. You can't call me when the fire hot. Yeah, you can't even before that. You know what I mean? You have my number, you can call me, you can do all that. You know what I mean? Well, you know, he's around about, but how does that feel to me? How does that feel to our team?
He was real. The game's really awesome spotlight show video. Let's talk about Big U and Thornton, right? See, the reason why I definitely believe that Big U is Thornton, because there's too much money in that. There's too much money in the story. And, you know, there's different levels of Thornton, right? You got the industry way, the legit way, then you got the street way. The street way is the hardest, right? Because a lot gotta, you know, play its part for you to start on a big U level. This is why when rappers make it in their city, and they don't come from a big city like California, New York, Florida, Atlanta, where a lot of people come through. It's important for the artists and everybody who make it to build the city up. Make the city so popular. Shout out the club, shout out the restaurant, shout out the mall. Make it turn it up. Turn it up like Atlanta did. At one point, Atlanta wasn't it. It was New York, Cali. But spots like Miami, Florida, New Orleans, Atlanta, they made this shit popular. Shouting out all the clubs, all the restaurants, all the malls, the streets, the neighborhood, making you want to come. So this is why it's so easy for people like Big U to start in California, people in New York to start, because all the movies that was made in California before him. See, it's going to take a lot. One crew can't do it. Now on a level like that in the streets and last that long, especially getting grants from the government and all this stuff. A lot of people have to die and go to jail. Generations before you. A lot of movies got to get made. A lot of glorifying. Yeah, everybody want to come over there, visit there, live there. All that. Take decades, man. Decades. Building that shit up. And then you become that one, you can, you know, store it on your side of town. Once the city big enough, far like around the world, everybody will come to it, like they do in California, then you can, you can become a big dude, get money. And then you can get it from the street level and on the music side or the sports side, like Big U. You see, once you master the starting game, you can make more money from that, and you can hustle and do other things. And then a starting to come, that money will always flow through, because when the street's down, the product not coming in, music sales down, that starting money gonna still be coming through. And, you know, a lot of men, especially that's game bangers, that's leaders, street guys, or even if you talk daddy, right? Or the other elite, people that's in the elite. The reason why it's so, you know, it feeds a nigga ego. The reason why all men that like doing that, because sometimes extortion is still better than money. You know, after you start making money for so long,
You been making L's for years. You done bought every car. You done bought all the gold. You done F every female. You done been everywhere. They ate at all the restaurants. Now you want power. You men, you like power. And that's what makes you feel that power. That power is like a drug. It feels better than crack. It feels better than weed. It feels better than dog food. It feels better than Percocet. It feels better than shit. I say it feels better than yeah. Yeah, it feels better than that. Getting top all that, it feels better than that, man. Making everybody bow down. Hey, from female, actors, actress, NBA players, NFL players, street guys, 9-to-5 workers, construction workers. Yeah, hope you want to shoot movies, everything. You just put your hands in everything, running through like the mafia. Yeah, like, you get so greedy. You may get tired of escorting street guys, now you want to escort the 9-to-5 workers. Or they give you a run, you can escort Shaquille O'Neal, big as he is, or this NBA player. LeBron James, we throwing names out there. Kobe Bryant, AI, we throwing names out there. Not to say they get escorted, you know what I'm saying? But yo, females paying you if they want and money, or just different favors. But it just, you can get caught up, you get locked up quicker on the street. Because it's easier for you to get told off. It's easier for the fans of the state to send money, and you escort guys, and they give you more money. Building the case on you. Now, when you're on a DD level, when you're in the industry on the top tier level, the people that you escort on that level will keep your secret way longer. Get up to the street. Because the stuff you got on them will destroy them. Even if they do tell, if they get out there, whether it's GAY tapes, origin tapes, whatever, you on drugs, or they just say they have to beat you, you will stay humble and follow the rules way more than people in the street. It'll last way longer. Police won't know about it. It's sad. And it'll be way more harder to prove. And then you got the elite, they'll let you do that until you cross them. So you can, have a longer run when you do it 100% legitly, and you got people that felt fame and money, and they don't want their character to get destroyed. Because even though you in jail, it's still going to destroy their character. If you this big time actor, but you just been bent over by this guy, this white guy, this dude, this rapper. So you this big time gangster rapper, and you got top from another man. Or they got junkies and another man. Yeah. Stuff like that. So even though Diddy in jail, just come out, they're going to destroy you.
Jesus Lord.
Lord. Family delete you or put you in jail. All type of shit, man. They'll be done on you. You did other things. See, with that, the distortion with that, you didn't do other things besides the shit they had on the hidden camera. You didn't participate in the thing dealing with children, underage girls, running for the elite. So there's so much power in that. It's different from the streets. With the street, it's just, okay, the push distorted. The Bloods distorted. Or this, the street niggas distorted. It's different. There ain't no real power behind them to set their game. You know what I'm saying? So, only thing you really feel on them is you telling on them, and the police are acting fast stuff because they want to investigate, build a case, years. You know what I'm saying? She get back, they got so much money, the lawyer tell them who's telling, all type of shit. So it's way more risky. It's way more risky. But you can make a lot of money doing it though. You do it in LA and New York because you will always have people that want to come shoot music videos. Do whatever, open up a business in the hood. From gas stations to the dead stores, to shoe stores, to barbershops, to whatever. Laundromat, you get all that. You get all that. And then when you got a proof or a game that's so deep, that's why I say it's going to take a lot of people going to jail. Take an example, people get the murder charges, dying. It took a lot of years. A lot of people came before Big Q. And you got a big star like that, the low 60s, well respected, well known, you see it in the movies. They ain't all over the news. Seen them on the news 1,000 times, a million times. A lot play a part. You can't just wake up and want to do this. It ain't gonna work like that. You may get a couple people, but it ain't gonna work like a big Q level. Then you still gotta know how to put the clothes on and know how to talk. You get funding from the government. Like that, you want that. Yeah, like you want power everywhere. Power with the police, power with the government, power with the streets, power with the business. That shit, man. Like I say, it's a drug, man. It's a rush. That power feels better than anything. It feels better than everything, man. It feels even better than the money that they give you. You see, they're still asking for. So, of course, Big U will have different prices. So you get $100 for this one, $1,000 for that one, $20,000 for that one, because everybody can't afford to pay out. Then you will get how we live on everything more. On that movie, King of New York, you can say, dime bags get sold in the park, I want in on it. So you let me, I want the $20, the $100, the $50, the $1,000, the $500. I want all that. I mean, I want it all. I want a piece of it. I want a piece of it. I want to be the biggest. Anybody trying to get things in the program, gonna get deleted. Anybody gonna check in the program, especially if you're down with it, Quando Rondo, they gonna get handled. You're gonna get dealt with it. Or you're gonna get the message. Yeah. Same thing Nicky Russell got. I want to control. Now I'm gonna sign you to a 10-year contract. Yeah, sign you to a 10-year contract. Now I want you to work for me. Then you gonna work for me, or you gonna start through your phone show. And we got sex tapes on you, expecting you with another guy, all this stuff. Like 100%. And we gonna end on your marathon shit, all that. And if you just try to get bigger than me, or try to go against the grain, or try to copy my style, yeah, you gonna tear that contract up. You ain't no blood, but it's blood in, blood out. Yeah, so you just want full control. Especially if you learn from Suge Knight. You coming home watching how Suge Knight is doing that story. Then you see a nigga, other niggas that had it on a lower level, like in prison or other street guys. I want in on that. I can fight. Big homie. I feel like I'm smart. I can make a lot of men do what I say.